Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So so this is part 3 of my visit to Vintage Retreat, and the bad news is there's going to be a part 4. I'm hoping you like it. I am doing more research in these videos. It is taking me quite a while to do them, and I'm hoping that you're happy with this long format. It is getting longer and longer as I'm learning more and then putting more into each one, other than this is me filming in I think when I started, I don't think I put any extra references in, and as I've gone along I've added more and more. In this I'm leaning very heavily on a new toy, which is a whole sequence of Sowerby catalogues that I've got. Yeah, you're going to see them a lot in this video, and I'm using them to learn as well. So I've been sequencing up and down through the dates and looking at what they've been making over a period of time. So yeah, it's I hope you like this video. It's a bit different than usual, as I'm basically I'm trying to learn what's going on in these Sowerby catalogues and figure out what's going on over, because it's a really nice sequence. But anyway, let's get on with the video, and I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, we're becoming the Romanian fish show. This is the fastest looking fish I've seen. It's quite a long one, and the price is very good on this one. It's £12, so that's yeah, nice colour as well. Check it out. This is a really big one. Plum blossom, another plum blossom, and it's £12. Yeah, and it is actually a plum colour. Yay. These look modern. They look probably Chinese or Polish. Someone's drilling a hole through the wall behind me. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff down here, a lot of bags, and a bit of Ladro. Yeah, not my thing. Romanian fish, yeah. What else have we got in here? So, got carnival glass, and it looks like it's the cable and grape, but it looks really not as good as the other one we were looking at. Nowhere near as good. The cable doesn't have any wires in it, so to speak. So I'm not the biggest fan of carnival glass, but I do quite like it when it's a nice crisp pattern. Or so the pattern that we were looking at, I think it was this one. I've been going through the books, I can't just pin it down. So it says this is Fenton. I don't know if the one we were looking at, this picture really is Fenton or not. But look at this. This is supposed to be grape and cable. It's really just the vine here. There's no cable as such, and the vine is just like this wiggly line. Now, if we look at this one by Northwood, and look at this, the actual vine is more naturalistic, and the cable is definitely a cable with, you know, made out of threads. So I like this one. You can just see it just looks like a sharper image. Can I make it bigger? No, it was big already. Go on. No, it's not even going to go back to the way it was now. So anyway, this looks much nicer. The leaves are much sharper. If I go back again, see, yeah, and you can see there's texture on the leaves here. There isn't really. So yeah, I prefer the one that we saw earlier. It had this sharp look, and it was just this looks better. I suspect if Northwood is the company, I think they do a better job. That the carnival, and I'm only trying to learn about carnival glass, but it looks like Northwood, if this is Northwood, does a better job. It looks sharper, more defined, more detail. Anyway, so that's what I was kind of getting at in that bowl that we couldn't see, that was hiding behind the decanter. And we've got a late Victorian claret jug there. What else is here? Langham glass labelled. What else is here? Oh yeah, Medina Seahorse. This looks like Davidson's Jacobean pattern. Don't recognise this. This is interesting. Yeah. There's more stuff down here. Oh. We're looking here at the Sowerby 1936 catalogue that I've downloaded from the website Victorian Press Glass. So, this is the lady that we were looking at that was in that bowl. I thought I'd try and find her. I see these ladies around, but in actual fact, several people were making them. So, yeah, you need to know specifically which lady it is. So this is a lady sitting on a bit of a tree. Yeah, sort of holding her hands in a modest position, but some of the others are doing that too. The bit to look at is the base, which is a bit wider than some of the others with the holes in it. Yeah, they do another lady that's got like carrying flowers as well. But yeah, these are the two bowls that they have in the 1936 catalogue. And then in the 1938 you get the same two ladies, but with, is it different bowls? This bowl is repeated. I think is the other bowl the same? No, this bowl is different, it looks. So, however, there are no ladies in the 1931 catalogue, and there's no ladies in the 1940 or 50 catalogue. So it looks like these ladies were only made in the 1930s, and possibly even only the late 1930s, and they were gone by 1940. So yeah, I do see them around, but I've not really paid too much attention to them. But I thought, yeah, that lady was sitting there quite prominently. She was £20. Let's see what she is. I was thinking Sowerby or Bagley, but I do know some of the Czech people were making them as well. So anyway, I found her in Sowerby because I have unlimited time to look, and I've got no life. So here they are. However, because I've got unlimited time, I thought, yeah, let's have a look, because the bowl's different than these two bowls. And then what I found is actually, here we go, here's the lady. This is a different lady that they do as well, but she's just a lid cover. But here's the same lady again, but with a different bowl. Some of the ladies are frosted and some of them aren't. This is the Sowerby lady carrying the flowers I mentioned earlier. You can see these ones here with carrying the flowers, and this one, you can see. But then again, here we have a different bowl, and is that the same bowl as? It's the same bowl as this one, but frosted. Yeah, it looks like the lady appeared a lot in different bowls. That's a different lady altogether, I think. That's another bowl that's not in the catalogues, and that's another bowl that's not in the catalogues either. So yeah, I'll have a look through this. I'm just coming back to it. Yeah, that one, this bowl is the bowl. Ooh, what's going on there? Yeah, this one and this one, these bowls are in the catalogue. So yeah, the ladies seem to be mix and matching with different bowls. Yeah, that lady, she gets around a bit. So anyway, but not for very long apparently. So there we go, that's what the ladies are. But you need to really probably look at a load of different ones. I did have a look in 20th Century Glass if you want to have a look at them, because there's a bunch of different ones in there as well. So there we go for that lady. Yeah, this is Stuart. Oh, it's got reg number and everything. It's a Stuart Stratford pattern grape dish. I think the grape dishes are post-war, you know. I don't remember seeing them in the pre-war catalogues. So I will see if I can find if there are any pre-war ones. Looking at the Stuart Crystal 1936 catalogue here, downloaded from the Stuart Crystal Facebook group. And I think this is the bowl we were looking at. They're calling it a fruit bowl at this point. This one's a fruit bowl. These are sweet bowls. So, and this one's a utility bowl. I have no idea. But anyway, the ones with the dish base are fruit bowls at this point. This is before the war. And then if you jump to 1964, they're calling them sweet dishes and grapefruit. So here they're just calling it sweet. Here it's sweet dishes. And these are grapefruits. They were just calling them fruit dishes in the night before the war. So yeah, it's when they're saying they're fruit, do they mean that they're grapefruit, or they just, I'm still going to stick to calling them grapefruit dishes, because it differentiates this look from this look. By 1972, I was looking, oh, where's it gone? Sorry, I was looking here earlier. Where are they gone? Oh, then I'll start looking through everything. Anyway, here they are. Yeah, they don't say anything. They've got no names on here at all, so that's a pain. Because you're trying to learn those little aspects of stuff. Anyway, there you go. What else is down here? Oh yeah, look here. Case Ness. Yeah, the swooshes are just such a giveaway. And a nice Chance. Look at the colour of that. That's bright. Chance Brothers handkerchief bowl. I'll be able to look that pattern up. The book I'm looking at here is Miller's 20th Century Glass, and this is a section on Chance Brothers, and this is the bowl we were looking at. It's called the Bandel. So it's from 1962, the design, but it says here they were making them till the 1990s. So yeah, I thought the bright yellow one was quite a choice colour. So yeah, that was quite nice. Yeah, what else? That's quite nice, but I don't know it. These look check. Oh look. Black Stag. We've seen these before. The last place I was at. Yeah, I still don't know who made them. These are called sherry schooners. They're specifically for sherry. Yeah, very Gale's Party type thing. What's that decanter in the back there? That looks interesting. Can I see it? Look at this. Yeah, I don't recognise that at all. I'm not going to risk it with one hand. It's too dodgy to get it out. This big Davidson's Chippendale bowl. It's having babies. Look at this inside. Lots of little baby ones. The only thing I can say about this is that the colour of the big one is different. So I'm wondering if this isn't a pre-war, or it might have some sun damage that's making it go a little bit lilac. Just about make up a little bit of lilac in it. Some glass goes like that if you get too much sun on it. Nothing else. Seen that before. I think that might be Davidson's. I'll try and look it up. I'm looking at the 1953 Sowerby catalogue downloaded from the Victorian Press Glass website, and yeah, I don't know why I said Davidson's, but in the comfort of my own home, as soon as I saw that bit of video I went, oh no, that's Sowerby. So I was having a look around. 1953 seems to be the first time this boat shape appears with this pattern on. If I go back to like 1950 here, this one here, you can see they've got circular bowls, they've got celery vases, sugar and cream, ashtray. So anyway, I don't think this bowl shape appeared until after 1950. I can't find it in 1940 either. So that's what we're looking at, early 50s onwards. Anything else here? Down in this corner. I think this is Chance Brothers. Look at the on the back, little plate. And I think I've seen that pattern. I'm not definite, but I think it is. The book I'm looking at here is 20th Century British Glass by Charles Hadamack. And yeah, so I can't find an exact match for that pattern. It's artistically, it's like these here. It says these came in 1968. I did have a look at the Heyer filigrane glass, which is done in the same way, and they didn't do what I would call any of these florid, flowery patterns, you know, it's like this or this. So I think, yeah, that Chance Brothers is still the most likely candidate for that pattern. As a quick reminder, I thought I'd just go and have a look at the Heyer filigrane glass, and this is what it looks like. There's a lot of lacy style patterns, some geometrical ones, some quite nice naturalistic drawn pictures of wheat and stuff. Yeah, but and I think there's some bright ones here. Look at this and this one, the same color, but yeah, there's nothing that's like those naturalistic florid flower patterns. And where's another geometric one I saw in this search somewhere? Where's it gone? They do disappear out quite quickly. No, I can't find it now. But yeah, the palette is completely, some of it's overlapping with what I'd consider things that look like Chance Brothers, the lacy stuff and the geometric. This is not like Chance Brothers. And then all those bright coloured flowery ones, they look like they're Chance Brothers. Little Sowerby trinket set here. I suspect there should be another piece or maybe a lid for this. £18. Yeah, I will look this up. He's saying butterfly. I will look it up and see if we can get some dates for it. So I started ploughing through the Glass Trinket Sets website, looking for the trinket set that we saw there, and yeah, and it's Sowerby. Yeah, everything's made by Sowerby. Why not? And from 1935, and I thought, hey, we've got the 1936 catalogue. Let's already open, because I was looking at it for something else. Let's go straight to it, and here it is, and it's actually near the beginning. In fact, it's the first thing in there, and so it must be new because it was actually put out in 1935. New design, and here it is. And yeah, and apparently it's a charming set. There you go. Who wants more than that? Anyway, so here it is. It's Sowerby, that trinket set. Got a very retro place here. Yeah, I'm pretty certain this is Whitefriars. Yeah, it's got a lobed base. Be able to look that up. Golden amber. Here we're looking at the Whitefriars Glass Wixsite.com website, and we have the 1949 catalogue. So yeah, this is the vase we were looking at. You can just about make out, does it get, no, it doesn't expand, but you can just about make out there's a slight dimple there. You can see this one's clearly lobed, and this one, the bottom. So yeah, the pattern number is 9286. If I remember rightly, the book's not clear. This is probably designed by James Hogan or William Wilson. They were designers at that time. This is the earliest catalogue I can find it in. It's also in 1950, and I've not really traced it through to the end. But anyway, here it is. It's a 9286 286 vase. Stromberg's item. I don't think it's a pre-war one. What price has he got on it? It's got the label. £38. Yeah. That's a bit, if it was a pre-war one, I might be interested. Here I'm looking at the Strombergsheiten 1977 catalogue that I've downloaded from the Begala Glastechnica Museum website. I hope I've got that right, if I remember it rightly. And I think this is the vase we were looking at. It's a 1011-349. That height looks about right, it's about 6 inches or so. So yeah, this one's much bigger. And then this catalogue's got 2 sections. I've opened it twice to show you little engraving of the butterfly is here. So yeah, there's a whole section here with just the engravings that they were doing, and there is the butterfly. So I'm more than happy. It's not in the 90. I don't think that exact vase is in the 1954 one that's here. So I think it's, and this engraving is definitely not there. So anyway, I think it's 1970s. And here's my proof of that. Costa, that's quite cute, but it does have some water damage on the inside, so it has been used as a vase. So this is the Costa catalogue from 1966 that I've downloaded from the Begala Glastechnica Museum website. And yeah, here's the little vase we were looking at. It doesn't appear in the 1971, so you can happily say it's a 1960s vase. Yeah, and it's quite cute. It's a pity about the water damage. You'd have to get that polished out manually. You can't just stick a Steradent tablet in it to get it out. I'm pretty certain that's etching on the inside of the bowl of the vase, so which is a bit sad. It can be fixed, but not easy. But anyway, it's a very nice, cute little vase, and here it is, 1966. This is nice as well. Look, it's got the sky, blue, yellow. I don't recognise that at all, and it's really quite a nice design, even though it's acid etched the pattern. That looks like a Gannet or Gillimore or something like that. Caithness Sky and Sand by Dennis Mann. Never seen that before. Is it labelled then? No. Is it signed? Yeah, you can hardly read it. I'm going to see if I can find out about him. That's quite a nice thing. £38 as well. So, I've had a hunt around for this. If you do Caithness Sky and Sand, just one appears, and it's on Etsy, and it's £119.24 plus postage. So yeah, that's quite expensive. It says vintage rare. Doesn't it say 1970s? Let's see what it says here. I haven't actually looked. Yeah, it's not telling you much more apart from it's Dennis Mann. £119. However, quick eBay. Here's another one. It's a different bird again. So there's 3 different birds we've seen now. These look like, oh, what are they? Hang on. That looks like gulls. These ones look like terns. The one we're looking at, that was in the Vintage Retreat, looked like guillemots. So yeah, this one's 1995. Buy it now, plus, so effectively almost £24. So yeah, the prices are in between the two. So I think probably £38 is decent. This one looks cheap. £119 looks like wow. Yeah, I've never seen that before. Clearly, when you do a search, only one popped up, and then there's this other one. So when it says it's rare on Etsy, it looks like it is rare, because in actual fact, the one that's on Etsy is the only one that actually appeared in a visual search for it. So yeah. Swedish apple. Stromberg's. I can't read the label. Oh, it's got a signature. Pure Swede sign. But I reckon if it is Stromberg, it'd be Stromberg Studio and not the factory when it was running. So we'll look. So I did a quick search for Stromberg Studio glass apple, and yeah, these two apples appeared. They're not like it too much, and then I did a quick eBay look, and woohoo, it's in the US. It's for sale, $9.96 they're saying. So the Stromberg's Huyton factory, which I think ran from something like 1930 to 79, and then there's Stromberg's Huyton Studio Glass, which is, you know, as it implies, it's a studio, it's not a factory as such, which opened, I think it was in 1987. So if you look, this label here, it's not like the other label we were looking at on the other earlier vase. This is from the studio glass stuff. It's nothing like the factory glass, because it is art glass that you're seeing here. You know, there's no tableware, there's no decanters. Anyway, $175 or £141. Seems a lot. Buy it now. And that's without the postage, the £56 postage to the UK. So you're talking most of £200 for this little apple with the bit of gold in it. Seems a lot. Seems too much even. But anyway, it does make the one that we were looking at look kind of cheap. So there you go. This is what it is, because we've got a label. Yeah, there's nothing else that's leaping out at me here. Scandinavian, he says here. What's this? Quite cute. This one here. Stromberg. I think this is another post-war one. Yeah, signed in little tiny writing. 35. So I'm back with the Stromberg's Huyton 1977 catalogue that was downloaded from Bergala Glastechniska Museum website, and I think this is the deer we were looking at. So yeah, so I think it's still, we're back in that 1970s period. If I go, and the vase is very much like this one that we were looking at before. I'm not sure it is exactly, but anyway, yeah, because they did quite a few of these kind of vases, you can see. So go back the other way, you can see there's a bunch of them down here with these cut edges. This was a style that they did. But anyway, I'm pretty happy that it's from the 1970s. And Mats Unison, Sweden. So Wedge would do ones like this as well, so be aware. Large iceberg depicting penguins. Yeah. Oh well. Oh, Victorian claret jug here. See if it's marked at all. Oh, it does have some marks. Let's have a look. I bet it's plate though, I can tell that it's plate. Because you can see the colour here is a bit yellowish. That's where the plates come off and the nickels come through. And all it's got is fake hallmarks and some numbers. There's no name. That's a pity. Yeah. White France did these stars, but yeah, loads of people did. And because it doesn't have a real handle, I don't know if this is going to be post or pre-1870s. I suspect it's post, especially, well, it's going to be post-1840s because this is silver plate on nickel. So electroplating didn't start until then. Bunch of glasses in here, a few that stick out as older. Yeah, there's that pattern again. That was originally designed in 1865. Yeah, this one here, one on the left with the stars. That's a very Victorian one. It could be early Victorian as well. That's very nice, nicely done as well. Etching. This pattern I think is called Lady Hamilton there. And then you've got this one here with the ferns on it. That's a late Victorian one. Then you've got more of this Greek key style pattern. Loads of it, in fact. Can I see one that isn't that Greek key pattern? And then you've got another one, another late Victorian one with ferns on. So yeah, nothing too exciting. I'd go for the one with the stars on. Let's see if I can get my head underneath and see the price. It was a £5, so no, if it was a couple of quid, maybe. Got some nice little blue bowls down here. I mean, I don't know about these, but these look pre-war. Here we're looking at the Sowerby 1938 catalogue. I've downloaded from the Victorian Press Glass website. And yeah, here is the bowl that we're looking at, but it's also got, it's a rose bowl, it says. So you'd actually have little roses sticking out of these little holes, but it comes with a frog, which it calls a block, and a plinth, so it's got a base. The pair that we're looking at didn't have a block or a plinth, and I'm a bit kind of like a little surprised about that, because it was a pair. So maybe they also sold them without the plinth and the block as well, so maybe you could buy those as extras. But anyway, this is what it is. It doesn't appear in 1936, so it looks like this is the year. And then you've got this one here, not the plastic thing. Look at this. I think this is Sowerby, I'm not definite. What's he got on here? Elephant dish, yeah. But can you see the elephant's heads? Yeah, I can look that up. I think that's pre-war as well. So we're still with the 1938 catalogue from Sowerby, and here is the bowl that we were looking at here. It has its own plinth as well, and it's actually saying it's introduced. Yet another range of smart novelty lines introduced by Sowerby's. Yeah, novelty, where you have the handle is an elephant's trunk. Yeah, and what I think is really funny is especially interesting to coastal customers. So why would a bowl with an elephant's trunk for a handle be interesting if you live near the sea? I have no idea, but yeah, someone had to say something, and that's what they said. So there we go. Check it out, a couple of Luminarc decanters. I think these are Luminarc or something like that. But yeah, this is nice. This is a Bohemian 1950s job. Really cool. Turn it round so you can see without the label. There you go. And the price is good as well. It's £12, which is pretty good for a cocktail shaker.
recognise this pattern. This is Stozzle, Hanover Hut from 1930s. £8. That's pretty good for a nice bowl. Got a little one with it for your peanuts. I think normally it would come with a set of 6, but still nice to have an extra. So I'm looking here at the 20thcenturyglass.com website, and here we go. Stozzle Czech Art Deco 1930s. This one's amber, which generally as a seller is not as strong a seller as blue would be. And he's only got one small bowl. So he's actually, and he's saying it's Hanover Hut. So Stozzle is actually an Austrian company, but they were making the press glass in Czech Republic. So there, and he's actually saying, yes, Glow Union Art Before Industry. I wonder if I have to get this book, because it's got a CD with it. Because it has the CD, because it has the catalogues. Ooh, do I need to look for that? Catalogues. Yeah, I need them. Of course I need them. Let's see how much it costs though. Might not need them that badly. So I thought I'd look for that book. eBay, currently sold out. Then you go to A Books, nope. Waterston's a nope. Amazon is a nope. Yeah, nobody's got it. However, what I did find was this lovely reference website. And yeah, so if I go here, yeah, go Hanover Hut, and look at this. They've got 7 pages of stuff just for one factory. Yeah, with the pattern numbers. What, I mean, if I say product details, what comes up? Go 19. It gives you the year as well. How cool is this? And the designer. Yes, this is fantastic. So I didn't get the book, but I have a great new reference. That's Chance Brothers. Yeah, I think that's 1980s one. What else is here? I've seen this pattern before. Yeah. The cat's whiskers. Oh no. Yeah, I've seen this pattern before. I will find it again. Look how nice that is. Look how Art Deco. That is a cool one. I think it's German, if I remember. So yeah, that's nice. Lamigla. Yeah, there's all six plates to go with it. £18. Yeah, that's decent because that is a nice thing. So the company that made that bowl, or bowls, I should say, is Stolly Nyman. They're a Polish company, pre-war. You can see there's a few here. They're doing green and blue. I can't see any other colours here, just green and blue. Yeah, I don't have any pattern numbers or anything for it. Can't see it appearing in any other colours here. I have got a write-up on this company on the Glass Trinket Sets website, and yeah, they were basically destroyed in World War II. They were running right up until 1939, and then they disappeared off the map. It's all happening down here, but anyway, this is Whitefriars 9099 pattern plate. That's quite £20. I think that's a 10-inch one, so I think that's a good price.
Don't step back, mate.
Nope. Yeah, this is a Whitefriars James Hogan design, £45. I think that price is okay because it's the bigger one. So yeah, and it looks good in amber, although it's a more common colour.
but yeah, it still looks good.
So looking at the Whitefriars Glass Wixsite.com website, this is the 1949 catalogue, and here is the bowl we were looking at, the 9250. I think there's more than one. I think there's a 12-inch. I think that might have been. But anyway, this is the bowl. You can see it's got this slight dimple here around the top, and it's got lobed base. These are very. I said that I think the design is by James Hogan. These are really nice, you know, coffee table pieces, really chunky pieces of glass. Not really designed to be a vase or anything, just to look good in your window or whatever. It's not telling me what colours they come in though, but I have seen it in amber, green, clear, and blue. So yeah, there's at least 4 colours. Here you go, the stuff of some people's nightmares. But what's good is you see how these all look. And they look a bit crude, but there is one that says made in Italy Murano. So that's fairly unequivocal without any little side words to trick you. There is a whole pile of stuff here. I don't know it. It looks very, yeah, I mean that's probably Whitefriars 9099, the small one. Sea green. That's looks like it's Brierley Studio glass. Yeah, it's got the cut. Remember I said about the cut edge? Can you see? Caithness, swoosh. What else is here? Got Davidson green chevron vase in the back there. These look very Caithness. Oh, Gozo glass. You don't see much of that. That's from Malta. Yeah, this is cute, but I don't know. That is very cute actually. Yeah, but I don't know who's done that. It's very nice actually. My mum would like that, so don't tell her. Yeah, I don't really. This looks very, yeah, this is Bohemian, probably post-war. Very light, almost not there. Yeah, not super quality, but very bright. What else is here? Yeah, nothing else is jumping. This is interesting. This looks like it's a copy of Regency glass. Yeah, get it up, get it up. Step cupping and starburst, and I wonder if this is Irish. Let me put my camera down and give it a good look over. It's very sharply cut, but yeah, I don't know. There's no maker's mark on it. Look at this here. There's 9 plum blossom vases. Look, that one, the one with the free top. That's them as well, because you can see this top here matches that top there, which has got this, and you've got 4 colours. There's quite a lot of orange. Then we've got the plum colour, green, and blue. So yeah, there's a menagerie of them, and if you look, some of them have got frilled this kind of top. Some of them have this kind of top, and some of them I just have plain tops, but none that are here now. This is an article from theglassmuseum.com by Angela Bowie, and yeah, I thought, seeing as there were 9 plum blossom vases there, I thought it's not sustainable to show you the reference that I've got here, which is from 1972. These were made by here it is, the China National Light Industrial Products Import-Export Corporation in Tianjin. That's in China. It says they're made in the 70s, so it's saying that you will see them listed as Victorian. In actual fact, I normally see them listed as Murano, but yeah, the ones we were looking at, there was one like this one, and you can see here the plum blossom flower vases. So what we were looking at, there was some like this, yep, and these ones here, and these ones with a little frilly handles on as well. So yeah, and then you've got these other ones which are just like plain ones, but there were none of those there. So yeah, that's what they were looking at. They are from the 70s, they are vintage. They're not exactly my taste, but there is, you know, they're cased glass. There's 3 layers here that they're using, so it's white on the inside, coloured on the outside, and then also there's clear as well, because you can see, and the foot is added, always added as a clear foot, unless there's no foot at all, but you can see, and they've always got a broken pontle. So those are the features really, usually with a white inner colour. No, I'm not sure if any of these are supposed to be. None of these are the plum colour we were looking at. They've got these orangey ones, and none of them are the really dark colour. So they were probably making them for a while. I think I've seen another colour as well. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, this is what we were looking at, and yeah, we're going to see it again and again. And I'll try not to bring out this reference too often, but this is the best reference for it. Check these out. They're all marked. I've got brandy, gin and whiskey. 3 decanters and 2 glasses. Yeah, the glasses don't seem, I'm not sure they're even, the glasses are not lead crystal. That's surprising. But they do seem to, I don't know if they, actually the colour looks a different, the glass looks a different colour as well. So I think these are lead crystal. They look pre-war. Yeah, they're £45. I would junk the glasses, but the decanters look really nice quality. Check. Yeah, I think they're probably 20s or 30s. Using the victorianpressglass.com website, I've been able to download this beautiful sequence of catalogues going through the years from 1874 to 1960. Now, this is for Sowerby, and they did mainly make pressed glass, but earlier on they were also making cut glass as well. So it's great because it's showing me some of the fashions that were going on, not just in pressed glass but in cut glass as well. And what I found, something I didn't know before, I can go here, not this one here. So this is the catalogue from 1892, and look, they've got decanters the same shape. So this is the first time they appear in the sequence of catalogues. They're not in any of the other catalogues. And then as you go forward in time, this one here, just this one appears in 1907, and then here it is again in 1912. Unfortunately, post-war, they don't have any decanters at all. I think they stopped doing cut glass after World War One. So yeah, that's not helpful. I did look in this, that's what I had here. This is the Stuart Crystal one. This is from 1927. They've got cut glass in here, but they've got no decanters of that shape. But that does slightly drag that shape back for me. It might be that other manufacturers are still doing this shape after World War One, but I do know that this shape was in use as early as 1890. So me thinking that shape was an interwar one at the time when I was looking at that, now I've got evidence that actually no, it's not interwar. They were using it earlier, as early as 1890, and they were using it up until at least World War One. What I don't have any evidence of in catalogues is of it being used after that. It would be nice if I had more catalogues. I'm just digging around and trying to learn the sequence of events of things being made by going through catalogues, and getting a real picture in my head of how fashions and that changed over time, and also the period of time that they were made in. So here we have definitely 1892, 1912. You've got a good 20 years of this shape being made in these catalogues. But I don't think it was earlier than 1890 because it doesn't appear in the earlier catalogues at all, but it may have gone on afterwards. So those three decanters that we're looking at could be earlier, but yeah, I need more information obviously to really pin it down, but that's a change from me anyway of my opinion on this shape, and it's not a common shape, so I suspect it may have only been made for those 20 years because it isn't a common shape.
So I hope you enjoyed that, and are looking forward to part 4. In part 4 I do actually buy something. Yeah, it is towards the end because it was like down in the cellar and towards the back of the antique centre. Yeah, it's huge, this place, and so it's got 2 floors. There's a cellar, and yeah, so that's why there's 4 parts, and because I'm being a bit more intense about what I'm looking at. But anyway, all of the descriptions for all the references I use will be in the description below, and all the links for Vintage Retreat will be in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this, and looking forward to part 4. And yeah, so have a good evening, and thank you for watching. Good night.